All right, comparing and ordering fractions. If you notice at the top, there are two pictures. How would you give a fraction for that very top line here, this one here, of how much is shaded in? What would the fraction be?
3/8. And can I sharpen my
3 out of 8? Yep. What about the bottom one?
5.
This one right here.
16.
16ths. Which is bigger, 3/8 or 5/16?
3/8.
3/8 because the amount shaded in goes further. Okay, so 3/8 is bigger. What would you say the next one is? The top one of the second drawing.
I don't know.
3/4. And the bottom one? 5/8. Which is bigger, 3/4 or 5/8? 3/4 because the bar goes longer. So if you have pictures, it's really easy to compare fractions.
Can we draw pictures? No. That would take
You could draw pictures. Yes, you could draw a picture for every single one. But then you have to be really careful of how you divide things, right? So that you knew, like, if you're going to divide into 16 parts, you have to have them exactly the same size every time. So we've got a different way to do it. So when we compare fractions, we need to get them to have what we call a common denominator.
So you times 4 by 5 and you get to 20.
So a common denominator, common means the same denominator as the bottom of the fraction. So how do I make the bottom numbers the same here?
Times 4.
If I take this 5 times 4, what do I get?
20.
20. So we would have 17 over 20. And then the other one we would do times 4 gives me 20. And on the top we'd have to do times 4 as well. So which is bigger, 17 over 20 or 16 over 20? 17. So now that we have a common denominator, we can compare them.
Whoa.
What about the next one? What would be a common denominator between those two?
Times 5.
Times 5, multiply both of them by 5? Okay, so 5 times 5 is what?
25. Oh, wait, never mind.
25. So that's not going to work, is it?
5 times 7.
Yeah, so what I like to think about is if I take this bottom number and I multiply it by the other number, so 5 times 7 gives me 35. So I did times 7 that way. We'd have to do times 7 on the top. So 3 times 7
It's 21.
is 21. On the other one, we would still do times 7. Sorry, not times 7. We would do times 5,
Oh, yeah.
right? Because we want to get 35. So on the top, we do times 5. So 4 times 5 is
20.
20. Which one's bigger, 21 over 35 or 20 over 35?
21.
21. So getting a common denominator. If you take the denominators and you multiply them by each other, they will be you'll have the same denominator. And then you just got to take the top, multiply whatever you multiplied by the bottom by. Little star here. If allowed, you could also
Use calculator.
use a calculator.
Oh.
Use a calculator and divide. Use a calculator, divide and compare the decimals. So, which one's a bigger decimal number? So if you did 4 divided by 5, what do you get? If we did this top one, example 1. 4 divided by 5 equals 0.8. And 17 divided by 20 equals, what's 17 divided by 20?
0.85.
Which one's bigger, 0.8 or 0.85?
0.85.
0.85. So if you're allowed to, you could do that with your calculator.
Whoa.
Okay?